Hello, welcome back. Where am I? Right prior to the ending. Got it. Okay. Last time I saw an ending. It's in here. And then I solved a metapuzzle thing and activated something, and I'm not sure what that thing is. So we're gonna look around the world a little bit and see if we can figure it out. There's still a mystery map. I have something like 6 out of 8 octagon diagrams. I have my piece of paper in front of me. Turns out it was only sort of in front of me, uncomfortably far away. Paper noises. With the symbol chart, and I actually don't have all the ones I know drawn in it. Center symbols I'm looking for are half circle and square. So I still have yet to find those, but I have the other 6. I want to look around in places with trees. One of the most mysterious spots to me was just underneath the smell temple. Right, smell, touch, and taste are the 3 senses that I did not re-explore last time I played this. Touch was kind of big, and I just didn't really get to taste and smell. Let's start with smell, because it's tiny. It's also the first place I'm going to go. Oops, well, guess I'm not going to the temple itself. Does this even go down there? It must. No, that goes the wrong way. Okay. Don't jump off there. I was trying to do the thing I do where I jump on the railing, but things are so slippery in this game that's actually kind of hard to pull off. Here, let me line it up this way. There. I'm on the railing. I'm off the railing. So, this place is so tiny, there's just no room for secrets in here, basically. So let's not. Alright, down here. How many? Oh, hey. No, that's not in the shape of... Hold on, is it? Oh, check it, it totally is. Oh, and also... Oh! So, found where to input the octagon diagrams. It's right here. Yep, okay, so the black dots will represent that. I still need 2 more keys, though. That's the problem. But alright, so this mysteriously empty area does have something now, and I suspect these are what grew when I activated that 4x2 grid thing. Okay, so this matches the... here, let me go to the place and look at the thing. Okay, here we go. Given the number of times I've visited this spot already, it shouldn't be this hard for me to find. Okay, this map. Right. So, Smell Temple is, like, down here. This is the river. And I was looking at symbols on the trees there. Well, I guess, actually, I'm not sure which end is which, but I'll be able to tell. Yeah, so I have a chart of these. This is the one... These 2 are the ones that I'm missing. Let's go to the other map. Okay, other map spots. So someone claims to have spotted a match for this, and I think I do agree. Yeah, so I think I know where this location is now. Okay, so if that's there, and this is here... Okay, so 16 yellow circles, right? These are rocks. These are trees. This is ground. This will be recognizable. Okay, so that's from that angle up there. So I think this is going to be the starting zone then. Okay, so just keep in your head what that looks like. I want to be in the sound area. Blue ground makes sense. I didn't think that map would be so literal with actual blue ground on it. I don't know, that map could have been a lot of things. It just didn't look very readable to me until I actually saw the spots. So right over here. Yeah, so check it out. See this little building shape? Look at it from above. We got this little protrusion, the intrusion, and then the bigger protrusion. So that's where that is. Rocks, trees, blue ground. This does appear to be the spot. Now, I guess what that's saying So it was this way from the thing where there was stuff. Inside, probably up there. Whoa. Did I just experience... Yeah, there's an invisible wall here. Sort of. No, it's something weirder. Right in this spot, I'm going straight forwards, but my character is not. Huh. Anyway, so it sounds like I should really look just up the hill. Oh, and also, maybe that's pointing me at this? Well, there was nothing in here, though. There was a cool little robot sketch, sure. Nothing seemed interactive. Well, I mean, interactive, sure, but not in a puzzle-solvey kind of way. This might not be what's being pointed at. No, that's in the wrong spot, kinda. So I go up here. I don't know. Maybe that is the spot? But there's no 4x2 grid of anything there. It was definitely like to the left of this. In a place that would essentially be... I mean, that dark cave was pretty tucked away there. Is there like another one? Is it way up in the stones or something? Just trying to get some good vantage points. Where was that rocky crevice? Here. I don't know, I don't feel like this is what's being pointed to. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, the number definitely doesn't match. Yeah, okay, this does not seem to me as though it is anything, but it also kind of seems like that's what's being pointed at. Alright, let's be very literal about this. The width of this is a little bit more than the distance from here to this. It's very organic looking. Okay, so I'll go slightly behind. I'll be about at the depth of where that is. Okay, yeah, and this is the transmitter tower. I'll be at about the depth of that entrance when I'm here. It's about that distance away, but it is like this way from here. Okay, it's not, because like I think that dark cave was about there-ish. This is much further up this way. Okay? So here's the thing in the starting zone. I think this location could plausibly match what the map is showing if we kind of ignore some stuff in between, but maybe that's not a great thing to do. Okay, so my cursor's roughly pointing at the thing now. Walking out here is like caution signs and stuff. And it does just so happen that the blue area is just over here. Yeah, that's a pretty close match, isn't it? Right, if that's just there, and... oh, yeah, okay, so... right, this is all rock. Okay, so I believe I can confirm. At least as far as I can tell, yeah, okay, that wall goes right into the rock. As far as I can tell, that's pointing me at the tree switch. Okay, so I'm gonna mark that map as completed. Let's go back to the taste and touch temples, and... right, I've already been here for sounds. Let's see if we can sniff out two more, oh nice, sniff things out in the smell temple. See if I can lick or feel out some, two more octagon diagrams, because they gotta be somewhere, and those are the places I've looked least recently. So I found something. It's not a diagram, but I did wonder if I could platform on these things, and the answer was yes. Once again, apparently it's easier to do with no one watching. There we go. I'm here, and now I'm here, and someone named Sad has also been here. This is like text rendered at a different aspect ratio, texture mapped onto this square sheet of paper. Alright, well, Sad was here. I don't think that's a puzzle clue. That feels like the sort of message that would be left if someone who was testing your game got into this spot and managed to break a puzzle for it, and then you leave a little tribute to them or something. That's my guess. Anyway, not specifically what I'm after, but I did find a thing. Alright, here's something else super suspicious. So I'm in this weird little zone next to the elevator. I jumped here from the elevator. Right next to it are these two places that do have ramps to get back out. I think there's enough space to hide a hex diagram, or... 6 equals 8, according to me. Octagon diagram, somewhere in there. Although I did see most of those, and I don't know. Still worth checking. Okay, so that's the side I want. Easiest would be if I'm on that wall. I'll be able to see down without actually going down there. I think. Okay, so on the wall. Oh! San was here. Okay. Well... I should check the credits again and see if those are actually people who worked on the game and were credited for it. Well, okay, I'm finding things, but not the things I'm after. Alright, well I scoured the touch temple about as thoroughly as it felt like I could. Did find one diagram in there that I already had. It was the unfilled circle one. It seems very intentional that I can jump up on the rocks here, and that never really led to anything specific. I think last time I tried to do this, I might not have known that I could jump onto trees, and was just trying to make a rock jump from here, and wasn't able to do it. Yeah, I wanted to jump from here to there, but there are all these platforms in between. Yeah, I was trying to get there for some reason. Let's work on that for a bit. Trees are a little weird and slippery, but I guess just treat this mesh of leaves as if it's completely solid, and it works fine. Just like a rock. Yeah, okay. Here, with this ramp. This has got to be something. It's very intentional that I can get here. Yeah, here we go. Finally, a new one. Okay, the semicircle is in this orientation. Okay, that's 7. I still need one more. Let me write this down. Alright, got that one noted. So... this was a thing I had observed earlier, and it was in my notes. Problem is I'm out of things like that now. And that's not a jump that I can make. So I like that these trees had a purpose. They seemed like they needed one, and they got one. There are more spaces I might be able to reach from there. I guess it's worth a try, but I guess one thing I can do is try inputting the 7 keys that I have, and maybe that leads to the 8th one? I don't know, though. Like, I'm very low on places to look at this point. I guess I should take inventory of where I've found these things, because I did note down the locations where they were discovered, and see if there are any conspicuous omissions. Smell Temple might be one. I don't think I found one in the Smell Temple. It's such a tiny place, like where could you even hide something there? But maybe, somehow, craftily... Okay, this jump's gonna be weird. It was, but I did it. Well, I'm here. This gains me nothing. This gains me nothing. It gains me the ability to not get here. Oh, no, I just needed to jump better. So alternate way into the hidden courtyard. Sure. But that's the only hidden courtyard. I've seen this place from above, more or less. And that was the only suspicious spot. None of that's suspicious. Alright, so yeah, maybe focusing my efforts on Smell Temple, but, well, see, now that's where I input the things, down below it. Okay, well, I mean, sure. Still might mean that it's doable there. It's not strictly impossible that there could be another grid pattern I use here, but I've seen no hints at all of there being one. Whoa. My move speed slows down when I'm in here. I was holding forward that whole time. And yeah, this is a place for walking, not for running. And now I'm running again. Okay, you can hear the difference. Alright, have I checked, like, on top of all these rocks? That's the way out, sure. So let's go away from that. If there's things to be suspicious of... I mean, this does, again, look kind of suspiciously platformable. So this is a pretty great place to hide something, maybe. It'd be pretty great for me, because I'd love to have the 8th thing and be able to stop looking. That would be quite enjoyable. Because, like, searching around places I've been over and over and finding nothing is not that. Okay, well, let's input the ones that are known. That way I'll have less work for when I find the last one. Are you hiding, like, under or behind this bench or something? No. Alright, so, let me orient myself. So which is the further protrusion of this? This is. Okay, so it's right side up looking this way. So this tree is the upside down... Upside down. Yeah, it's the upside down plus symbol, you know, that you can totally tell. So that has this active and the northmost one, which is here. Okay, yeah, so this gives me a nice axis-aligned line to show me which way is north and which is south, etc. Then why do I feel lost? I don't know. Okay, so because my paper diagram is not one-to-one with this. Alright, so this is 3 vertical lines. There's one here, and one here. You know what? No, that's 256 combinations. I could theoretically brute force the last one, but that would feel bad both in terms of... Okay, so that's what's going to open up. I can see the reflection of light in there. That'd feel bad both in terms of the actual action of doing it, and in terms of, like, I wouldn't get the satisfaction of actually finding the thing. Okay, so this is... like that. Hold on, did I do the right one? I did, okay. So that was a semicircle, by the way. Here's the upside down A. Alright, so this is north, which is north. Let me orient myself properly here. Alright, so this is south. Upside down A gets this one. Whoa! Right click jumps, left click clicks. So those 4. Alright, so just south of it should be double X. Orientation. Alright, axis alignment. And I want west, and all 3 with an east component. Okay. I assume black means active, not inactive. I guess I could invert everything if this doesn't work. Alright, so this right here should be unfilled circle. Axis align. Okay, so this gets all the corners. All the diagonals, rather. And then upside down Y, last one I have. So this over here is the square. That's the one I haven't found. So this one gets those 2. I'm probably not going to put in the work to put in a diagram of, like, what everything looks like on screen while I'm doing this, so you'll just have to take my word for it. Alright, that's all of those input. You're the last one. Okay, let me both check the locations where I found them and see if they match this in any meaningful way. Like if this is perhaps can be used like a, you know, like a witness obelisk sort of thing to orient myself toward where I need to find the secret. Because like if it's just generally in that direction from the center here, then that would help me. Well, it's hard to tell for sure, but at the very least there does seem to be a loose correspondence between this map and here. Let me get to where the map actually is. Let's see. There are two different places. The one that I want is this way, I think. So if the map... So the plus with the hat was found in the challenge tower sort of place that was very central, and it is indeed the center one right here. This one was found in the Vision Temple. These two were both taste. This one was touch. This one was in the ending room, which I guess I could figure out which direction that is if I went down the elevator and kept my orientation. Could be wherever. The upside down A was in the piano room, which is real near the touch. It's piano room's like here, but that cave goes a long way underground. It's very plausible that it goes all the way to here. So if this is vision, and this is taste, then smell does happen to be in between them. And smell is the one place where I definitely have not found a key. Okay, so by the way, this is north, the sun is in the south, right? So if vision is due east, and the sun, when I'm standing in the center, is... Okay, yeah, so this is enough to help me focus my search, and I do appreciate that. Let's see, if I want to get back to the beginning from here, I do it this way. Well, that's vision. Okay, I guess I do it this way. The layout of this world still surprises me a bit. I kind of get it, but I also kind of get lost still sometimes. Right, yeah, so if this is due east, and the sun is there, then the sun is in the south. Alright, and smell is... Well, this is due south, then... Yeah, so vision, smell, taste. Two were in taste, they were kind of in that direction. So if this is smell, it's over this way and maybe slightly right, if anything. Alright, several theories. Maybe it's not actually smell, but the surrounding area. Maybe platforming's involved. There's just so little space for anything inside the temple itself. It was so secretive the way that it was. Can I really not jump on that? I don't know, I feel like I should be able to. I really don't think I should be focusing my efforts on the inside of the temple itself. That just doesn't feel right. Right, I guess I tried that jump enough times, it's not going to happen. So yeah, rock platforming. This feels reasonably probable. So I'm going to do it a whole bunch and see if I get anywhere. Man, I clambered all the way up here and there is nothing. I've been looking all over the taste temple, no, the smell temple, and the surrounding area and just have not found what I seek. Like, that's where it has to be, right? Yeah, so platforming up this thing is kind of fun. Get on this, get on there. It's a little hard to do, and if I slip off the wrong way, I have to redo the flower maze. Very slippery. Once again, not so easy to do on command, but it's very possible. Okay, I'm up. But this is not where the thing is. Yeah, at this point I'm a little out of ideas, because I've looked down in the valley, I've looked up on the rocks surrounding this place, I clambered up the antenna. One last thing to try, I guess, is while the music is going like this, let's redo the pattern. So that's up, right, right, right. Is it 3 or 4 rights? It's 4. Up, up, left, up. I don't exactly have this memorized, but... down, left, left. But the patterns are all very familiar now. The music reset. I mean, this is just going to get me back up. Like, I haven't done exactly this before without leaving the room in between. Okay, so red, down, down, right, right, up, up, how many rights? 2. Then up, then all the way left to the purple. I missed. Alright, well never mind, that's not going to do anything, so... I mean, it'll do something, it'll get me back up to the transmitter, but... Okay, other possibility, it's deep underground, because some of them are, like the piano one. I mean, this takes me who knows where, it's a long journey through here. But as far as, like, surface options... there's not a lot. I'm going to try something. I did notice that that antenna had kind of 8 points on it. What if I just want to activate every button on the tree? I checked around all these columns in case it was stuck on there, and it wasn't. These are usually hidden a little better than that. That's not what it is. Of course it's not. Yeah, I'm not too keen on trying all 256 of the combinations of this. There might be a puzzle on the way toward getting the hex every time. Octagon diagram. Most of the others had at least some activity to do. But yeah, there's nothing in this valley. I've done all the platforming I feel like I can up on the rocks. There's nothing in the temple itself. This has to be the location, but it's not giving it up to me. There you are. Okay, I reached my time limit and looked up some hints. So, starting area on this side of this door. Well, never getting back in there again. I guess that's fine. Okay, so that's the one that I needed. 2-hour mark is coming up, by the way, just so you know how long I've been looking. Okay, back down here. So it wasn't in the smell area at all, by the way. This is due south, starting area is due north. So I was thrown off by just how closely the octagon map matched where things were on the map, physically. Turns out that was not, apparently, a clue I was supposed to use. It was close enough to be plausible for the ones that were ambiguous, like the underground ones. I did go back to the ending area, though, and notice that the direction I went from there did not correspond to the one that was down there, so... But that's not it? Oh dear. Well, let me double check all my work. Okay, so this is the square tree. This definitely matches the pattern I just saw. Alright, there's nothing open on either end here, right? I mean, those always give me feedback when I have the thing right. Okay, so I have some input error here. This is the circle tree. Oh, is it now? Okay, something definitely doesn't add up. Hold on, if this is the square tree... Am I at the wrong part of the thing? No, that's definitely the square tree. That's the square tree. Okay, so this is the 3 vertical bars tree, so it should be... What? This isn't right at all. Hold on, okay, what's my orientation? So the one that comes out more is here. Alright, so I'm facing south right now. Yeah, so this is the square tree. That's the one I was just messing with, right? Yes. Did I, like, misidentify every one of these trees? Is that what happened? Or... Okay, so this would have to be upside down Y. This would have to be circle. That would have to be double X. Okay, if this is upside down Y, then that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, okay, no, I had a different sort of error. So here, 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 and here. Not that. Okay, so I must just have an input error on one of these. So circle should look like this. Yes, that's as expected, every other one. Double X. Double X has one in the west. And a 3 with an eastward component, yes, that adds up. Upside down A is right here. Okay, upside down A should have that, and nothing else. It does. Semicircle should have south, southwest, north, northeast. It does. Okay, plus... Alright, my orientation here. This is south, this is north. Okay. Right? The sun's there, right? Probably. Wait, is it? Well, anyway, so this is the plus with the hat. Should have this one, and the north one, and nothing else. And it does. Wait, that's all of them. Okay, let's try inverting. So let's say I have my input right, but the black ones are black, and the not black ones are not. Alright, every tree just count to 8. So that was vertical bars. 5, 6, 7, 8. That was square. Okay, so this is upside down Y. I think that was 8. This is circle. This is double X. By saying those to myself every time, I'm hoping that I'll notice if I say the same one twice and accidentally double invert. This is upside down A. Oh shoot, did I do the plus? I'm not certain. I did not do the semicircle though. Well, I can check against my diagram. I think I did not do the plus. Okay, so this is plus with a hat. And that definitely was not inverted. Okay, do something please. Uh-oh. Wait. Did I get lost? So if this is supposed to be 3 vertical bars... Am I already lost? Okay. Orientation. So this is square, right? Black on the bottom 3, black on this one, white on the others. What the heck is this? Okay, this one's just wrong. I might have to invert again because this one was not right for either way. This is supposed to be 3 vertical bars. What did I input for that? I don't even know. Anyway, that's supposed to be this, this, and this, if not inverted. So everything's inverted right now. Okay, so I think it's not inverted, but I had the wrong one here. Alright, let me uninvert. This should do it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I just had the wrong one for the vertical bars somehow. I don't know what I input for that, but it wasn't the right thing. Okay, so black does mean on. Alright, check it out. I'm in a whole new place. Here we go. There's text. Is this the first text in this game? Well, no. Sad was here, etc. Welcome to the Sensorium Dev Museum. Here you find a museum containing some bits of this game's development history, screenshots, stories, even some cut puzzle prototypes. So wander around at your leisure and enjoy. Neat. Ha, so early face. Oh hey, check it out. This is, what is this, Maya? This could be lots of different tools. I might not know Maya if I saw it. Oh, this is probably the Unreal editor, actually. That makes a little more sense, doesn't it? Lighting needs to be rebuilt. 39 unbuilt objects. Disable all screen messages to suppress. See, now that's the stuff that's interesting to me. Yeah, lighting's a little weird there. Very glowy. Lighting's a little weird everywhere in this game. It has a very distinctive, low-resolution light map aesthetic. It's quite distinctive. Red wire, or red button. There are red buttons somewhere, I think. Maybe? I'm not sure. Starting area, neat. A little sparse. If that's a place in the game that I've been to, I don't recognize it. Maybe it's not, maybe it is. At the highest level, this game was inspired by other great puzzle games like Myst, The Witness, Fez, Cairo, and Antechamber. I've played some of those. Might play some more. Some smaller inspirations include games like Little Big Planet 2 for its intuitive logic gate system, Lego Island for how secretive things like the Pirate Cave and Village felt, Manifold Garden for its clean art style, and even Quake for how its controls feel. This is a very new game, and I guess this one right here is even newer, so that makes sense that that could be an inspiration for this. But how quickly was this made? Well, Manifold Garden was in development for like a real long time, so you could see the art style long before it came out. Anyway. The Witness! Oh, check it out! Just getting like straight up screenshots from the games here. I think this might be Cairo, but I'm not sure. That one, let me guess. This is Little Big Planet 2. That one I have oh, that must be the Lego thing. Okay. Alright. Oh boy. Sensorium was originally going to be called Gold Valley, and it was going to be a much smaller game with a much different story. At the beginning of Gold Valley, there was going to be a quick, cheesy cutscene of a guy flying a plane, running out of gas, and landing safely in a mysterious valley with a large golden monolith in the middle. There were originally going to be just 3 small temples containing a few puzzles each, with an optional 4th temple hidden away at the end of a secret path. Completing the main areas would cause the golden monolith— I wanted my cursor to match up with that O, because it was very close. I did it. Golden monolith to rise out of the ground, revealing a cave. You'd enter the cave, and there'd be a big, slow, dramatic reveal of the cave's treasure, which would just turn out to be a tank of airplane gas, which you'd quickly use to fly out of the valley. The end. I like that. That's good. I didn't get very far with this iteration of the idea. Like the final game, each temple was going to house a very different puzzle type. One was going to be very physical and logical, with buttons and boxes and electronics. One was going to use sound as the primary mechanic. One was going to involve translating symbols. Ooh, I'm into that. And one was going to be a metapuzzle involving the pause menu. I'm not so much into that. Ugh. When I thought about it, I realized how much these involved senses. The physical puzzles were like touch, the sound puzzle was obviously hearing, and translating symbols involved sight. I realized that if I could twist the metapuzzle to relate to smell or taste, and come up with just one more puzzle mechanic idea for the remaining sense, acknowledging that the smell temple was the metapuzzle, I had to go everywhere else first to get the information for that. And that kind of fits with the sense that was chosen for it. One more puzzle mechanic idea for the remaining sense, I could make a game about the 5 senses. Eventually I came up with that idea I needed, and committed fully to the concept. Funnily enough, most of those initial game mechanic ideas that made me commit to the 5 senses idea didn't even survive into the final game, as you'll see in other parts of the museum. Okay, I'm gonna guess this was early airplane crash prototype stuff, maybe? That's overall island layout. Yeah, that's the head in the center, so that must be vision, touch, taste. That'd be smell then. So then this would be sound. Starting area, yeah, okay. Yup. Iterations. Rocks. Cool. The hearing area was one of the earliest areas that I roughed out and play-tested with other people. In my head, I was really excited with the idea. As someone who used to do a lot with music in high school, I always enjoyed using my ears in games, and I felt that sound was underappreciated as a mechanic in video games. Unfortunately, I went overboard in my first iteration of the area, and it ended up being way too hard. I left a few of the original puzzles here, so you can see just how mean a few of them were. Yes, please, I'm into this. Sure, got that one. That wasn't it. How was it? Alright. Done. Oh, that's funny. I love it. It's silent. I love it. That's so good. Yes. I don't know why this makes me so happy, but it does. This is fantastic. That one makes me very happy. Oh! Is that 7? So it starts with that, right? I definitely hear that twice. I definitely hear that twice. I think I might hear this only once. That's the quietest one. It's fairly indistinct. It's not just... I don't know what this is. Alright, well, everything else worked for me. This one's just unparsable. Wait. So it starts with this, it ends with this. There's one of these not far from the end. I don't know what that is. I just cannot parse it that fast. Like, they overlap way too much. Alright, so that one doesn't work. Oh, also, the dark maze you have to complete at the end of the hearing area used to be timed. Huh. If you didn't finish it quickly enough, it sent you back to the start. Also, it used invisible walls instead of triggers, so if you got lost, you had no choice but to wait out the timer so you could try again. It was pretty awful. Fantastic. Yeah, I prefer the current iteration of it. I could have done with a little less darkness in general in that whole area, but I dealt with it. This whole game had a lot of darkness in it. I have this on the brightest setting, and it's still kind of dark in some places. Sight always felt like an area that would be easy to design, since sight is one of the two senses you can actually use playing games. But it took me a while to actually come up with puzzles I was happy with. Like I said, this area was originally going to involve translation, but I felt like the sense of sight wasn't really at the forefront in that case, so I came up with some other ideas involving paying attention to your environment. One idea I had involved the puzzle in the room to the right. It was one of the first sight puzzles I prototyped, but I ended up not being happy with it because of how finicky and arbitrary it was. Another idea involved filling up the walls of a room with hundreds of differently colored buttons. Hundreds? The puzzle was going to involve finding the button that matched the color of the wire leading out of the room, but that was terrible for obvious reasons, so I left that out of the game. Also, the logic puzzle with the white gates used to just be a drawing on the wall instead of an actual circuit. The white gates. You're talking about the, yeah, you're talking about the key for the 4x2 thing. No, a different one. Of course, in the Vision Temple. Okay, I think I remember, the painted over ones, right. Okay, so find the color matching the wire. Okay, that's actually a pretty good joke to tell as a funny story in post-mastery. Wouldn't be so great in the actual game, but yeah. Oh geez. Okay, this is oh, I have an idea what this is gonna be. Possibly that. I mean, that's a real nice little perspective there in that corner. Yeah, this one doesn't give as nice a one. I mean, yeah, just line myself up in that corner, and it gives that. I don't feel great about not having solved that super fast one in the sound section. I'm gonna give that another crack for a bit. Okay, well, I tried my best. I cannot parse this for the life of me, so that one's gonna remain unsolved. Alright, so that was sight, that was sound, this is gonna be smell. The smell puzzle was another weird one to design. The current iteration was inspired by the fact that the sense of smell is so heavily tied to memory and nostalgia. Yep, I got that sense. But originally this was going to be the metapuzzle of Gold Valley. I was going to have a smell slider in the options menu that defaulted to 0%, and you could reveal the Hidden Fourth Temple's puzzle solution by turning it up to 100%. I still think that puzzle maybe could have been cool if I'd pulled it off correctly, but I just ended up liking the memory-based puzzles more. Also, don't worry, there isn't a hidden options menu puzzle anymore, so don't go looking for one. Or is there? Well... Replace all puzzles related to pitch recognition with alternatives. Whoa, okay. Huh. That is interesting. Show symbols to clarify colors and puzzles where color is important. Let's take a look at what that looks like. Nothing. Well, alright, whatever. Maybe it doesn't work in here, maybe I have to restart, maybe it was something subtle and I didn't see. Here's a map of the smell area solution I made a while back. As you can see by the orange path, the maze used to have an alternate path that would unlock a secret, but don't worry, I took that out of the game too. I was wondering for a moment if that was how I was going to get the square octagon thing. This is done in Excel. Or some spreadsheet program at least. Might be OpenOffice. I wouldn't know at a glance which is which. That's... Yeah, that is the path I take, or at least extremely similar to it. I recognize almost for sure the red and purple parts of it. Yeah, purple I'm 100% sure. Red looks pretty similar. Orange path led to a secret. Ugh. Or is that too mean? It's good. It took me a very long time to figure out how to make a puzzle mechanic about the sense of taste, since you can't really taste in video games. My first idea involved the player not even completing the taste puzzles themselves. I was going to have an entire area with puzzles already completed, with some signs that someone had already been there, scribbles on the walls, activated switches, knocked over food bowls, etc. Well, that part stayed. Eventually, you'd reach the end and find the skeleton of someone who'd tried to solve all the puzzles before you, but failed just before the finish. The area was going to be unconventional in that the puzzle wasn't getting through the area, it was figuring out what happened to the skeleton man. And it was going to be totally optional. If you didn't feel like figuring out the story, you didn't have to. It was just there for the curious. Eventually, while coming up with what the pre-solved taste puzzles would even look like, I came up with the idea of mixing ingredients and reverse engineering recipes, and I just ended up putting that in the game instead of the whole environmental storytelling thing. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, that's a similar theme to the final one. Neat. Okay, so this is soundboards, but just off in space somewhere, not in a building. I already looked at that. Okay, last one. The touch area went through the most change between conception and final implementation. When I went to prototype it, it was originally just going to have a bunch of buttons and logic gate puzzles. The buttons also used to be pressure plates that you needed to step on instead of click on. I eventually decided I wanted the logic gates and buttons to be a universal game element in Sensorium though, so I needed to think of something different. My second idea involved blocks that would move when you clicked buttons. I got pretty far with designing these and getting them into the game. You can actually find a few of these puzzles here. Try them out, see if you can light up all the wires in each puzzle. Ultimately though, this mechanic just didn't feel like touch. I ended up keeping moving blocks in the touch area, but now it requires you to click on the blocks themselves to push them, which felt a lot more true to the sense of touch. Yeah, the whole pushing the blocks around manually thing was pretty neat. Okay, I see, we got, like, this kind of thing. Okay, yep, got it. Gotta split them, so they're both gonna move at once. I see how it is. Let's see, so these are in the wrong order, so let's split them again. Get them together. Oops, right, I'm pressing my move left key to move this thing left. Oh boy. Okay, those are just big blocks, got it. Something kinda like this was still in there, wasn't it? Okay, this actually is gonna work, isn't it? Not quite. Maybe, actually. I think it will. Yes, okay. There we go. There's a bunch of these. Okay. That's fine, I'm up for this. This is actually kinda cool. Yeah, so that little spacer there. You're important to the thing, aren't you? Yeah, it might be. Yeah, it might not be. It is. Okay, I need to get the spacer in. I need to get the spacer in, and I'm not doing that. Oh boy, okay. Oh wait, no, I need to take the spacer out. Sorry, I misread what was up there. I thought I wanted this. But no, I just wanted the spacer out of there and the wires themselves. Well, of course, sure, you can't have the spacer in between those and have them connect. I was using my fingers, not my eyes. What? Really? Why? Oh, I can lock it in place. Ha! That's cool. So that means I gotta get that. Okay, sure. That works. Neat. Yeah, with all the camera rotation, this is a bit awkward, but it's still pretty cool, I would say. You hold still. Okay. And I see, I think, what I need. Okay, so the way I'm gonna do this... I'll use these to hold those in place while I do particular operations on things. So you stay there. You don't stay there. You go here. Lock up. Go up, so unlock this. There we go. Then I lock that in place and I... Oh, I'm done already? Cool. Okay, so this one's just a matter of chasing the things around. And get the even odd correct, which I think I did. Oh, what? Oh, there we go. Sure, that works. Okay, so I went this on the right, this there, and this here. Okay, got it. There we go. And okay, that's not one big piece. Those all will separate. So getting this in the center is one of the tricky parts. Maybe not the only one. It is potentially a tricky part, though. Oh wait, I want the opposite. I want these both on the same side of it, don't I? Can I catch you while you're in flight? Well, maybe. Okay, I can, but it does nothing. Got it. Right, I can just click. I don't have to press E every time, but I like to press E. Well, this isn't working, by the way, in case you hadn't noticed. So what if I start with these on the same side, even if it's the wrong side? How do I get them on the same side, though? I don't know, it's just kind of not happening. Huh. Am I sure that this is the one that goes in there? I'm really not, but it feels like it has to be. Well, no, since I have that handy little block, if I can get these on the same side, then I can just, well, but they refuse. Okay, so in that case, what? Sure, that's nice and all, but it's not what I need. This is never what I need. Yeah, it's just never what I need. Okay, they're on the same side. That's encouraging. They're not going to stay that way. Okay, here we go. Here we go. You're in here. I think I did it. Great. Okay. 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 Alright, am I done with the game? Hang on, I haven't looked at this artwork yet. Click for mouse control. Yeah, not gates. Yeah, like that's more like what an actual not gate looks like, but perfectly reasonable to have a stylized one that's a bit different. Different crosshair too. Alright. Okay, right, those are the pressure plates. Got it. Super dark, glowy neon sort of thing. Cool. Alright. Well, that's the place. Great. What a cool video game. This was a whole lot of fun. I'm very glad I played it. Yeah, so I've actually had this idea in my head quite a while back about involving particularly the sense of smell in a video game. Had an idea in my mind about how I might implement it. This didn't do it quite that way. I was kind of picturing something a little different, but that's not too surprising. There's like a lot of different ways you could represent such a thing. I don't know if my idea would have worked at all. I'm not going to describe it, but I had one once, and I kind of remember how it was. Alright, so I think that's the whole game, probably? Probably? I'm going to assume that's the whole game. Alright, I had fun with this. Glad I played it. I'll see you next time for another game that I'm real excited to play.